This is Martesha Johnson, a 32-year-old woman from Ocala, sitting in an interrogation room, not frightened, not emotional, but almost indifferent. With an arrogant attitude, she sits across from a detective as if she doesn't really need to be there. At first, she barely seems to grasp the severity of the situation, treating it all as if it's no big deal. What makes this even more shocking, Martesha was a teacher at Fort King Middle School, someone who spent her days educating children. Yet here she sits, facing questions about her involvement in a murder case. On May 29, 2021, 3 people, Douglas Heath, Martesha Johnson, and Jasmine Webb, made a plan. Their target, Derek A. Williams. Together, the 3 set out searching for their intended victim. Jasmine and Heath were in a turbulent, toxic relationship, and tensions rose after Heath discovered she was seeing someone else. That someone else was Derek Williams. They got into Heath's Ford truck to hunt down their target, with Martesha in the front passenger seat, while Heath positioned himself in the back, armed with multiple weapons, including a Draco semi-automatic pistol. As they headed toward Gainesville, the tension was palpable. They were searching, looking for one specific person. When they reached the neighborhood where their target lived, Heath saw a man outside and opened fire from inside the truck. But the man was not who they were searching for. It was Tyrone Blocker, an innocent bystander with no connection to any of them. He was killed simply for standing outside at the wrong moment.
Yeah, I'm definitely sitting in the comfy chair. And you guys are getting the hard ass chair. Yes, you are. I'm stressed and hard. And I will get the comfy chair. Yeah.
What are you doing? You cannot turn the light off. You're going to get me in trouble. And then you took.
Yeah, you sit in a hard chair.
And then you took the comfortable chair. Okay, I'm gonna let this ride for a minute because you've been amazing from the get-go. Okay, you have been really cooperative and very interesting. But interesting in my game is not as important as your level of cooperation. Okay, but with all that being said and all the lighthearted talk and all that stuff, I do want you to understand the gravity of the situation. Okay, I investigate murders. Okay, that is just one of the crimes I investigate in addition to others. Okay, I'm on a squad that investigates murders. When I go talk to people, more often than not, it's because somebody died. Okay, so I know we talked about on the way over here, living your life and doing things, like enjoying your life, not being worried about death. Well, I'm reminded that people die every day. Okay, in this instance, somebody died. Somebody who I don't think, not that I'm going to say who deserves and who doesn't deserve to die, but somebody that, by all accounts, did not deserve to die. Nobody didn't like the guy or anything, had any beef with him or anything. Some guy's dead. You understand that?
I hear you.
You hear what I'm saying? Okay. Now, although, you requested to be transported here in handcuffs and all that stuff, and I impressed my knowledge that wasn't the best idea. You agreed to drive yourself here. I jumped in with you. We drove here. Everything was good. Had a good conversation. Learned a little bit about you along the way. But now it's time to...
Game time.
Yeah, it's game time. Yeah, right. You said you're an athlete, a very accomplished, decorated athlete who is very familiar, if that's in terms you understand. It is kind of game time. I like to afford everybody the opportunity to tell their side, okay? I like to afford people that I believe are truly good people. I like to give them an extra opportunity to kind of explain stuff, okay? All the people were around your house earlier, all this thing, you saw us, and so with being equipped with that, it's I'm going to say you kind of expected us to come at some point. And maybe there was even a part of you that was hoping we'd come, so you'd be able to kind of tell your side and maybe clear things up.
No.
So you mean to tell me you were hoping that I would never show up?
I was not hoping anything. I just, like you said, heard what people said.
Okay.
And then I happened to go outside. I'm like, I've been here for years on years on years. Nobody does that.
Right. Okay, so just your observations you saw and you kind of figured out like something's up.
Yeah.
So we didn't do a very good job of hiding and all that.
Absolutely not.
And then you figured it out pretty quickly. So I would say that you've already made some statements. I think you're very tuned in to people's body language. I think you're very observant. Clearly, you knew we were there. I think you probably can sum up a situation very quickly. Is that a fair assessment?
I look at things and I try to make the best sense out of it, of the black and white.
Okay. So, given just the gravity of the situation, okay, the fact that we're here at a police station, you have not had handcuffs put on you, okay? I have not told you at any point that you're under arrest, all that stuff, okay? I do want to equip you with your constitutional rights, just so you know, okay? So we're on the same page before we get to talking about criminal activity, not necessarily on your behalf, okay, but on behalf of others, maybe on your behalf, I don't know, okay? Hear me out. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions, and to have them with you during questioning if you wish. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering any time until you talk to a lawyer. Do you understand each of those?
Yes.
Okay. And as we discussed earlier, you're very well educated. You said USF and Liberty. Talked about maybe walking on it USF track before. Then life happens, and then you had a blessing, and then another blessing, and then another blessing, and then another blessing. Okay. Was it kind of upsetting when DCF showed up today?
It was upsetting the fact that they wouldn't tell me why.
Right. They were kind of being evasive and not. And once, like we discussed, you're very inquisitive. You want to know, like you'd rather be confronted with facts and then allow me to like work with that.
Yeah.
Okay? So you don't want me dancing around here or whatever. Okay. So, I mean, I'll be straight up. There's a murder that occurred in Alachua County. Okay. We have reason to believe that you and your vehicle were in the area. And we have that reason to believe because that's what people are saying. That's what some of the electronic information is telling us. And I told you before, when we get equipped with that information, there's only like certain types of people that are in the area of a crime scene, right? We got suspects, we got victims, we got witnesses. In this case, it's pretty apparent, okay, who the victim is. He's no longer with us. He is dead. He's gone on to whatever you believe, if there's an afterlife, not whatever. He's no longer breathing. Okay, his life effectively ended Monday evening by no doing of his own. Okay, and what we're trying to do is try to work backwards and determine what occurred, why it occurred. You know, is there more to it than meets the eye? I mean, are people that are coming forward, are they being honest with us? Are they misleading us, trying to put more on your plate than needs to be on your plate? But I'm telling you, information we have places you there. So if you'd like to talk about that, I'd love to hear everything from your side.
I would like to see it.
You'd like to see the information that puts you there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did I explain to you earlier, like surveillance cameras and all that stuff and license plate recognition? Okay. Okay. So that is some of it, and we can get to a point in this interview where I hope that I can show that to you. But I would like, if at all possible, to get an unprompted version of events of what occurred Monday and your involvement, if any, without having to rely on that. You don't wish to do that?
No.
Okay, so do you understand?
I didn't do anything.
Okay, and I'm not saying you did do anything, okay?
So
I'm saying that your car.
I need to see that.
Okay, so if I show it to you, then all of a sudden you're just going to start talking. Is that how that works? That's the magical formula to get you to. If you didn't do anything, I'm not saying you did.
You did. You said I'm
saying, yeah, or because people are putting you there.
I don't care what people say. I need to know black and white.
Well, I want you to be able to tell your story. I want you to be able to tell your story. Well, no, I want you to be able to tell not other people and let the evidence tell your story. And what I mean when I say that is because you put that human element to it, okay? There's a whole lot of reasons a lot of people do a lot of things, okay? A lot of people, sometimes people are made to do things. Some people are forced to do things. Some people are asked to do, I mean, all that stuff. Some people are like, who knows, okay? I don't know what's going on. What I can tell you is unequivocally is that your vehicle and someone who looks very close, if not identical to the young lady I'm looking at right now, was there, okay? And I'm going to tell you, you are unique in several ways. We've talked about this, right? You got a unique personality. You got a very unique appearance with not everybody's rocking the purple and like you are, okay? You are, by all means, a one of a kind, okay? So if somebody says, this young lady looks this way, whatever, the chances that there's another young lady that looks like you, pretty slim. No. But what I can tell you is your hesitancy, I don't want to say unwillingness, but your hesitancy to discuss what occurred on that is not a good look for you either. Okay?
I don't care about how I look. I don't care about what people do. I don't care about what people say. I need that.
You need this. You need this. I don't even know what's in here. So, there's a statement from somebody. There's some evidence we recovered. There's some preservation stuff. I don't know why I gave you this. There's a search warrant we did. There's not really any there's no pictures in here. We'll get to the show and tell portion.
Let's get all of it.
Okay. Okay. Let's back up. Okay. Let's back up.
And I want to talk.
Before we discussed the amount of work, the workup we put into finding you and all that stuff. Okay. And you said, I don't have any friends. And we live in a day and an age where it's pretty easy to see how people are representing themselves. I don't know if you've heard a little thing called Facebook, but there is Facebook. Mm-hmm. People post pictures and they say what they're doing and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And a quick rundown of that, you do have friends. Okay.
People that I've added on Facebook.
Okay, but people that you hang out with, people that you're shown in photographs with, people that you appear to be having a good time with, most people would consider those people friends. Okay?
Or family.
Or family, okay. So friends and family.
Associates.
Okay, or associates.
Co-workers.
All of the above, okay?
All of the above.
Okay, so all those people, so you do have friends. I would even wager to say that you are in a close relationship with some people that you care about and that probably care about you. I don't know the fine details of it, but just gleaning over it, I think there's people out there on Facebook that you're shown in pictures with that you care about and they care about you. Is that fair?
Yeah, a lot of people.
Okay, but I'm saying specifically people recently that you're in pictures with. Particularly a male and a female.
Couple people.
Couple people. Okay.
But they're not my concern.
They're not your concern? What is your concern right now?
You said you want to hear my story. I don't have a story.
Right, but I don't want people that whether they're close to you or you think that they're close to you, I don't want you to think that, I don't want us to go off of what they say. Does that make sense?
To the people that people say people? The people say people?
People say, well, I mean, we can start putting names to it because this is going to get confusing when the people say people and talking in code and all stuff about Facebook and all that stuff. Right. But you said earlier that you appreciated specifics, right? Okay. And I can't give you all the specifics right now, but you know who I'm talking about. So give me a little credit.
No.
Okay. So I'm going to, let's just say, I don't know, let's go back. Let's start with nicknames. Okay? Let's say Big D.
Don't know.
Big D. You don't know who Big D is?
No.
Okay. So read me now. Read me now. Read my body language. Where am I at right now with it? Come on, give me. You are a reader of body language. Tell me when I asked you that question, and you gave me the answer you gave me. Where am I at? Where's my body language at?
Wherever you want to put it.
Right, but I mean, you said before, like sometimes I get a little frustrated, all that other stuff. Okay, I'm not going to trick you, mislead you, whatever, anything like that, and I'm not going to waste your time. Okay.
Right, so I don't care about nobody else but me.
Okay. So explain then, why were you and your vehicle in the immediate area
Show me.
of a homicide? You want to show you on a map?
Yeah, show me.
Sure.
That me and my vehicle was in the proximity.
Okay. What is it going to take besides me just telling you what's it going to take? You want like an eye in the sky, like a satellite image of
Whatever you got.
whatever I got? Okay, well, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to do that right now.
Okay, I have nothing to talk
Okay.
about.
Okay. Can we talk about your relationship?
No.
No?
I said at the house it was private.
Okay. What
Public
if...
information that you want to know about my relationship is on Facebook.
Right.
Anything else? I don't
Okay.
speak to my mom doesn't even know.
Okay. I'm going to go grab my laptop, and I'm going to... We'll take a trip into social media, and if you want to tell me some people, and that may, not be extending you the same courtesy that you're extending them right now, by all means, I'll love to hear what you have to say about it, okay? Hang tight for me. You're exploring the space, huh? Exploring the space. You put that hole in the hole, did you?
No.
Okay.
I made a piece fall out.
So this right here, Facebook.com, Martisha Williams of Impress Nails, which I can only deduce is you. Wow. So, I mean, we're talking, Reg is who's Reg? Is that Mom? Was that Mom that we spoke with? Jasmine Webb, Doug Heath Sr., in a relationship. I mean, if I didn't know any better, and you're solid front to back. I don't know what that means, but here we see Doug Heath Sr. and Jasmine Webb pop up again. So who are they to you? Because it seems like, I mean, y'all are pretty close. I mean, in fact, I don't know where that's at, but it looked like old Dougie Fresh got his name on you. So, tell me about Doug. And
Can I tell you about me?
okay, well, tell me this: what does Doug mean to you? And tell me that, because it looks like from the pictures he means something.
That's what people say, huh?
Well, here's Miss Martisha, and here is Doug. Here is Snapchat Doug. I don't know about with all the filters. So he's somebody to you. Just give me the rundown. Who is Doug? What does Doug mean to you? You ain't got to talk about Doug, but what does he mean to you? He didn't mean to you? Okay. So all this is nothing?
It's whatever you want to take it as.
Tatted, so I know it's real. 6 months and counting.
Yeah, that's what it says.
But he don't mean shit to you.
I don't know what I mean. She said, cuss my mom out.
What's that? He cussed your mom out?
No. I said, you see, I cussed my mom out. I cussed my daddy out.
Okay. Well, I mean, I would, at times, people mean stuff to you, and other times maybe they don't. Would that be fair? You know what one of the worst parts of my job is I watch people, particularly in my experience, well, I don't want to overgeneralize, but females in relationships where their men or whatever are out doing stupid stuff end up dragging them down. And here I am, I'm sitting with you, okay, and I've talked with you for a significant amount of time now, okay? It's fair to say you got a lot of stuff going for you, all right? If the right situation presents itself, I think someone or some job or whatever could truly appreciate you because...
Not now, no.
No, there's no not now, no. I'm just saying, but what I see too frequently is people in your situation, okay, with all this stuff in your court.
Situation.
Hear me out. In your situation where you got a lot of stuff going for you, allowing somebody to drag them down, okay, and feeling as if they owe this person something or they need to protect them or all the other stuff, when I can tell you, when the roles are reversed, more often than not, you find that that person's not doing the same for you. You got kids, okay? You got a life. You got all these things going for you. And you're going to let this drag you down. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's the direction we're headed.
How?
How? I've already explained to you, okay?
No, you didn't tell me how it's going to drag me down.
Right. Your vehicle, you being in a place.
You never showed me that.
Okay. And I don't have to show you that now. You know what? You know when I have to show it to you? If and when you are charged and you go through the process and the discovery, you can see it then, okay?
Charged with what?
If you get, like we're talking murder. If you got charged with murder or any crime.
I'm not talking about if. I'm gonna be charged with what?
So you have murder and then any crime that went in the furtherance of that. Okay, and the statute is crazy thick with what it could be.
Okay, so what am I looking at?
What are you looking at?
Mm-hmm.
I can't decide that until you're. Well, I mean, I guess you're right. I could go on what everybody else says or will say. All the information, whatever. And I told you, I mean, right now it doesn't paint a very good picture. However, I think it's important that you provide your context, okay? Are you a killer? Tell me, answer that question for me. Are you a killer?
I'll plead my case whenever I'm charged with something.
Okay, do you consider yourself a killer?
Yeah, I kill animals. I kill
Okay,
dogs.
would you kill another human being?
Yeah, if I had to.
If you had to, okay? What if you didn't have to? Would you?
Who knows? I could be driving a car and kill somebody.
Okay, on an accident and all the other stuff. But I'm saying, would you willingly take someone's life?
I don't think anybody I associate myself with willingly take someone's life.
Okay. So building on that, I'm telling you right now, people you associate with did take someone's life. If you're telling me it wasn't willingly, then that's some stuff we have to discuss.
I didn't say anything. I said people I associate. How many friends do I have on there?
Okay.
All of them are associated with me.
Okay. I'm telling you, people that you are in a lot of pictures with, I love you, this. I'm telling you, these people.
That's just in one thing that I posted a whole bunch of pictures at one time.
Okay. I mean, May 14th was a banner day. I get it. But you're not giving me anything beyond that. You're like stonewalling me, and you're like, I don't want to talk about this. I want to talk about me or whatever. And basically, we're sitting here.
I don't even talk about me.
What?
I don't even talk about me.
Okay. Since you want to talk about you, that's fine. Tell me what you were doing Monday during the day.
Can't answer that. I can't remember what I did yesterday.
Okay, so Monday would have been the first day of the week.
I had a doctor's appointment.
You had a doctor's appointment on Monday?
Yeah.
Where was your doctor's appointment at?
Oh, my doctor. Citron.
Okay, and what time was that doctor's appointment?
The detective had been patient for 30 minutes. Now it's time to show the evidence that will change everything. During the investigation, police searched Martisha's phone, and what they found were messages from her own children. Messages that will make her case nearly impossible to defend. The detective begins to read them out loud. This isn't just an emotional appeal. This is hard evidence that places her children at the scene. Evidence that will add devastating charges to an already serious case. This is the moment where most people break, where the weight of what they've done becomes unbearable. But Martisha, she stays silent. That silence will cost her everything.
Dear Mama, where are you? Please come back. We miss you. Are you hurt? Has your phone died? What about Big D and Miss Jasmine? Where are they? Are they hurt? By the way, we were with Nanny, or Nani, I don't know. We have clothes and stuff, but you will be right here. Part 2. Mama is okay, thank God, but I still want to talk to her. Still nothing from Big D or Miss Jasmine, but I hope they're okay. Even though Mama got a new phone, I can ask Nani if I can get it. I miss you a lot, Mama. I remember when you tried to protect us from all the gunshots. Locked in the trunk, and after that day, you guys were gone. Please come back. We need you, all of us. I remember you said for us to stay strong, and I don't think I can any longer. We need you. Part 3. We need you. From the top of my head to the bottom of my heart. Why did this have to happen? I was not ready for you to leave. I'm too young to lose you. Please, please come back. We all know it was wrong for y'all to bring us. If anything happens, we are praying. But all we ask for is you to come back. Just please come back. That's all we ask. I don't have to show you anything anymore.
You ain't gotta show me
I don't have to show you anything anymore.
My name's Martisha.
Just got word. It's like I don't have to talk to you anymore. We made the arrest we needed to make. So you just hang out and we'll go from there. What's up?
I don't hang out.
Well, guess what? You're not. You are hanging out now. You are not free to leave. You are being detained.
What am I being charged with?
Right now, it is as it sits, unless anything changes. You are looking at murder, accessory after the fact, child endangerment, which will fall under the child abuse statute.
I'm not talking anymore because you are.
Well, you didn't do anything to help your case when you were talking, so I don't know why.
You told me I didn't have a case. You told me I wasn't being convicted of anything. You just wanted to talk about me.
I told you that I had a belief. I had a belief that you did. I had a belief.
Representation, because you're using wordplay. And
I told you I had a belief that I wanted you. You're not listening. Martisha, you're not listening.
You were listening.
Okay. I told you that I had a belief that you were hopefully a witness to this. The way you have represented yourself and the way you have wasted your time and the way you've wasted mine leads me to believe that you have additional involvement in this incident. Okay? And when everybody else talks, which trust me, they will, and they tell us, and you had this opportunity, you're going to regret sitting here because guess what? Your kids that wrote that letter, you're not going to see them again. I hate to tell you, except behind like bars. That's how they're going to see you for the rest of your life and the rest of theirs. Because I thought you were somebody who maybe made a mistake, got tangled up with the wrong people, maybe got taken along for the ride. I could not have been more wrong because you had an opportunity to sit here and tell me that, and you didn't. And I wasted my time, and I rolled the dice on you, and I was wrong. So that's that. I don't have to show you anything else. I don't have to show you all the things where you hit on the license plate readers. I don't have to show you the surveillance footage that shows you in your car behind his truck. I don't have to show you any of that. You can see that when your representation gets into discovery. So that's that. You're looking at murder. That's it. I mean, I don't know what else to say. There's really no wiggle room there. I was hoping that wasn't the case, but it is. So, unless you got anything else to say to me, I got other people I got to go talk to. You can sit here until we get you transported. Okay? Just know, just know that the chances that they're extending you the same courtesy that you are them is probably something that self-preservation is a very powerful motivator. And when they roll, I mean, just remember this. We had this opportunity. And you're going to have regrets. And I hate that for you, and I hate that for your kids. I hate that for having to read that letter that was authored by a child of yours. And yeah, here, I'll show it to you. I'll show you,
You said you had to show me that.
No, I'll show it to you. I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up. This was authored by Janine.
You got the arrest of the person that you need, so you didn't need to talk to me anymore. I said I wasn't talking anymore. So if you are convicting me of something,
I can't convict you of anything.
If you are charging me with something, regardless of whether I open my mouth or not, you're going to charge me with whatever you want to charge me. Because
that's not the case.
People saying
because I told you. I told you, and you apparently haven't listened to me. I told you that there are all kinds of charges you could be charged with. And there's all kinds of charges you can't be charged with. I'm not here to just charge you with stuff that you didn't do. Okay?
Yeah.
Why is that?
If you got evidence, if you got proof, if you got the arrest that you want, you will know whatever you need to know to not charge me with something I didn't do. I'm done.
But you can't provide any explanation as to why you and your vehicle. So you want me to present a case in which mommy knew enough to leave her kids in the car because they were going down the street to do something, and then the kids were close enough to where they could hear the gunshots. So there's only so many ways you can play that. Either you care truly about your kids, you didn't want to see them get hurt and all that other stuff, or you knew exactly what was getting ready to go down and you left them there in that car by themselves as what happened down the road happened. I mean, I'm still scratching my head as to why you were there in the first place. It doesn't make any sense. Other than you had involvement or got drug into something. And I was hoping that you got drug into something. But your lack of cooperation here, sitting here right now, tells me that you weren't just drug into something.
1 plus 1 equals 2. 1 is in correlation with 1, 2 gives you 2. If 1 doesn't make sense, then it doesn't make sense.
You're
And
there,
one
Morticia. You're there.
has nothing to do with 1 and 2.
You're absolutely there.
And
You cannot provide any explanation for why you're there. So it's reasonable to think that if you can't provide an explanation, you're withholding information because you were
It's
involved.
reasonable without a shadow of a doubt.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Reasonable without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah. You can take your chance all you want. This was an opportunity for you.
I asked for a lawyer a while ago.
Did you? You want an attorney? You have an attorney?
I didn't get one.
I did not hear you ask for an attorney. I heard you say you didn't want to speak with me anymore, and then you kind of waffle back and forth. If you're saying you want an attorney, I'll discontinue this conversation right now.
And then what happens?
And then we do paperwork, and you go to jail on charges of murder and everything related to that.
And guess what?
What?
You just hit anyway.
Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah. All right, hang tight.
Listen to the song in my heart. Melody start, but can't complete. Listen to the sound from deep within. It's only beginning to find release. Oh, the time has come for my dreams to be heard. They will not be pushed aside unturned into your own, all 'cause you won't listen. Listen, I am alone at a crossroad. I'm not at home in my own home, and I'm trying to say what's on my mind, but you should have known now. Now I'm done believing you. You don't know what I'm feeling. I'm more than what you made of me. I follow the voice you think you gave to me. But now I've gotta find my own. I don't know where I belong, but I'll be moving on if you don't. If you won't, I'll listen to the song in my heart. A melody, a star, but I will complete. Oh, now I'm done believing you. You don't don't know what I'm feeling. I'm more than what you made of me. I'm for the voice you think you gave to me. But now I've gotta find my own, my own. I won't be as true. So please accept my food.
Okay, just know that I nor any other law enforcement officer can talk to you and ask you questions because you've asked for an attorney. Do you have an attorney you would like present? No, nobody? Just know that Doug is on his way here, and we're going to talk to him, and your car is kind of staying with us too. So, but I want you to know that.
Mom can't pick it up.
Nope, it is being held pursuant to a search warrant. We are going to seize it and conduct a search warrant for evidence of the crime.
To match to the gun we found.
Right. Yeah. So.
Came home and my sister raised a child. It kinda hurt me 'cause I couldn't have my own now.
Miss Johnson, wakey wakey. This deputy here is going to transport you to the Alachua County Jail on charges of first-degree murder and first-degree attempted murder, like we previously discussed. And down the road, like we discussed, don't fall. Don't take a header down there. So, just FYI, we're going to your car is subject to a search warrant, so we got that. That's going to be in our yard. So if you want to designate a family member or somebody to pick it up, I think your mom might actually be on the registration. So just have her reach out to us, and as soon as we're done with it, we'll make sure it gets to her, so that way you guys aren't accruing fees and whatnot. Beyond that, what's your deal? You're fine in here. You're just cold? Okay. Well, you got to put your hands behind your back and put you in handcuffs, so
We'll get you a blanket when you get there, okay? We're going to take this off for now.
I'm sure you can.
Martisha Williams Johnson and Douglas Heath were both convicted of first-degree murder and attempted first-degree murder. On December 13th, 2022, they were each sentenced to life in prison. The victim, Tyrone Blocker, was an innocent bystander, a man with no connection to their relationship drama, their anger, or their choices. He was simply outside his home when Douglas Heath opened fire, aiming for Derek Williams. Jasmine Webb, the third person involved, accepted a plea deal and received a 12-year sentence for manslaughter. Martisha's loyalty to Douglas Heath cost her everything: her freedom, her future, and her relationship with her children. And an innocent man paid the ultimate price.